Three crucial things for survival: love, fuel, good health. In pursuit for money, you always sacrifice one of these three things. Financially, we are illiterate. We are very much behind compared to those who created money. Our corruption is very obvious because we're stealing the money, the physical money. Their corruption cannot be detected because they know how to play around with the numbers, the ones and zeros, to put themselves at a better position. Hello, elements. I hope you guys are good. It's a Friday once again. We're back at the park to bring us some more spiritual insight. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's just an average weather. If there's anything like that. Okay. Today, we're going to be talking about money. As the topic, money. Okay, let's kick it off. I believe that in general, in this physical form, in this physical role, what humans actually need for them to survive and live on for longer are only just three things. Three crucial things for survival. One, it's love. Two, it's fuel. Three, it's good health. Love include support, appreciation, warmth, shelter, intimacy, safety, those things to do with having people around, anything to do with having people around you for under love. What people do for you and what you do with people for under love. Then there's fuel, which we in this dimension call food. It includes carbon. Carbon is whatever you ingest that makes your tummy go full. So whatever you ingest is made of carbon, which is carbon. We need carbon as fuel. We need water. We need air. After fuel, we need good health. When you're healthy, you have enough strength to survive, to gather food, to actually have energy to love others, right? And to love yourself. You're just alert. So, all in all, what I'm trying to say is there are only just those three things crucial for your survival on this physical realm: love, fuel, good health, right? So what I've noticed is we're too focused in search for money. We're focusing, I need money. You see that kind of mentality. We're too focused on that. So what I notice is while you are in pursuit for money, you always sacrifice one of these three things. And 90% of the time, it's always the love part. You are bound to lose the love part because you're losing the people as you are pursuing the money, right? You never have time for the people around you. Once you actually achieve the level of having the money, enough money, you're too pompous or too up there. You're not in the same level as the rest of the population. It's only a few people who actually make it to that level of money in the bank, you feel me? The kind of level. So you'll only be able to interact with those people, and it's not always possible that they speak the same language as you. So you're bound to be fake around each other just because you have to keep up with the people at your level. Obviously, the people that actually resonate with you are below you. They're at the bottom of the chain. So they cannot actually have a conversation or a meet up or just a good chill with you, because socially you are not on the same level, right? So you've lost your people and have gained fake people, right? I'm not saying the people are actually fake. It's just that you're only forcing to interact just because there's nobody else to interact with. It's just only you guys, yet you're not speaking the same language. So money makes you sacrifice one of the crucial things needed for survival in the first place. So you then find yourself moving up there, getting the money, elevating your social standard, and then when you get there, you find that you've left your people down there. Now you're trying to buy them back. Oh, can I buy you a drink? Oh, let me buy you this and this. So you're buying people to be your friends. So what was the use in the first place? Why not just remain friends and remain in that level? Get food together, do things together. Just the aim should be to survive, not to earn money, because at the end of the day, the money you earn, you will use it to buy the love you've sacrificed. So why sacrifice it in the first place? Right? So, according to me, what I am thinking should happen, I'm thinking we should just eliminate money altogether in the first place. Just do away with money, forget about money. Start over, start afresh. Go back to bartering, if it's possible. But it should work like this. If maybe this country has more minerals, then we can use the bartering process. I give you my minerals. I do not care what you use them for. Maybe you're building a monument of some sort, or you're building a statue, or whatever makes you happy, or whatever you want to do with those minerals, which I really do not care, because money will not exist, right? And then, if my land has oil for fuel, and all for fuel for our cars and all that, my land has metal, my land has, I can grow sugarcane, those grow wheat, those kind of thing. Those kind of things, we live interchangeably with each other without involving money. I give you what I have, you give me what I have, even within the local environment, right? If I'm able to cook a certain kind of meal, I prepare that meal, people come to me and have that meal for free, right? Because I know that I will gain this and this and this from so and so. So we just live interchangeably. But then, if the world cannot do that, we can localize it as Africa. Just know that Africa is doing this, right? We do these things, we have our minerals, we interchange our products, we do this and this. And then if we need anything from the other countries overseas, outside of Africa, we put an organization like maybe AU. We put AU in place. We give them whatever produce we've produced, right? It gets it goes to AU as our regulator, right? And then AU take these things, sells them using money. So we will partially have money so that we can interact with the outside world. That's if the world thinks that my theory is dumb. If the whole world thinks that my theory is dumb, then maybe Africa can do it. But then we still want to interact with other countries, right? So we'll do it locally. And then when we want to interact with the other countries, we will use money, which will just be one African currency, right? Whatever we choose to call it. The African Union as our currency. Who knows? Like anything. So we have only one currency as Africa. And then we sit down. Okay, this year we produced so and so amount of sorghum. Whoa, such a surplus, right? We put it together. Oh, everybody has it. Nobody lacks sorghum. Yes, we're good with sorghum. Okay, sorghum is a surplus now, so let's export it, right? Then that's when we take it to the AU. Let's call it the government in this case. We take it to the government. Then the government sells it to other countries for money. We take the money, we put it in our AU bank. That's where it sits. Nobody is handling money in Africa. Nobody has money. Their money. It sits in that bank. It's for everyone, right? And then if we need anything from other countries, because they will not have this bartering mentality, we'll use the money that we saved in the bank to buy whatever they have, or whatever we need, or whatever they have which they want to sell to us. Then that's how we do it. And if we want to like learn a skill we do not have, we use that money for scholarship so that our people can go out there and learn the skill and come back to implement it here free of charge. You feel me? They will get the food, they will get shelter, build each other houses, like put in the energy. Oh, I know how to build a house. Oh, I know how to mix concrete. I know the ratio for mixing concrete, sand, and this and this and this. Oh, I know how to do it. We come together, we do it for so and so, free of charge, and then we do it for so and so, free of charge, because we know that so and so is growing maize, or is growing sugar cane, or is a cook, or can make cloths, or is good at drilling boreholes or connecting pipes. So I'm doing this because I know that in the long run I'm going to shower in the house, because he connected pipes for free, because he supplied sugar for free. I have electricity because he put in his energy or his brains and made electricity for free. So whatever you do it for free, because you know that whatever you're doing for the next person will eventually help you in the long run. Let me make an example, because I can see that this doesn't make sense for now. This person, okay, let's say we're in a community. Let's say in Africa there are only 4 people. In Africa, there's just only 4 people, right? Okay. John is a builder. Matthew is a cook. Slinzile is a hunter. Zuzu can collect and make firewood, right? Let's just imagine these 4 people as clans, right? Okay. Zuzu's clan collects firewood and makes fire for free of charge. They don't charge anything for this. Slinzile goes out there and hunt. Whatever they gather, they hunt and gather. So Slinzile can cook, right? Slinzile can't make fire. So gathering will only take her, hunting and gathering will only take her that far, right? So when he comes with this whatever she has hunted and gathered, John the cook will be able to cook whatever Slinzile has hunted or gathered. But how will John cook without fire? So we'll need Zuzu's fire, right? So if each and everyone brings their skills and knowledge and energy for free towards this thing, it will be a chain. It will feel like they're not doing it for free, because they'll actually benefit from another person in the long run. It might not be directly, but eventually you will get something you are not skilled on, but then you need the thing. You don't have the skill on the thing, but you need it, right? So in the long run, you'll get it free of charge, because you've also done something. So with this thing, I feel like corruption is minimized, because as human beings, we can never run away from corruption. We are just a corrupt being, because we're in the 3D, 3 dimension. I'll talk about dimensions in my next video, but then just to summarize this, the 3D is a dimension whereby you know yourself, you know that you are you, and you've gone through wants and needs, you know, good and bad, but now you're just seeking for comfort. Anything to do with your comfort, you're going for it full force. By hook or crook, you just want comfort, right? So this is the phase where we are, hence high corruption, right? So with this thing I am bringing forth as a suggestion, it will help minimize the corruption, and everybody will have a fighting chance as long as you have a God-given skill or are willing to learn a skill from somebody else. You can contribute to society, because if you're a cook, it means that in this clan I am the one cooking, and if the skill is saturated in this clan, we then extend to cook for another clan, extend, and just provide the free service everywhere. Spread the love, spread the free service, because we know that eventually whatever we do not have will come back to us from the person we've given our service for free. They'll give us their free service in return, or maybe indirectly. Whatever service we need is directly linked to their service. Without their service, the service we need will not succeed, right? So it's what I'm trying to implement, to suggest that we do something like that. But then the third part is, most people will not understand it, and they would like, nah, we hate it. And if that's the case, then as Africans, right now I'm being an advocate. I'm sorry for being unfair, but then it is what it is. As Africans, we can see that money was not made by us, right? Money is a thing that was made somewhere else. They sat down, wrote down the rules and regulation, understood it, practiced this thing, how it's going to work and how it will work, and they monitored and evaluated it and made some additions, did everything, did this until it was a successful project. And then they implemented it. They used it until it benefited them. So they were like, you know what? Let's recruit people. That's when we as Africans got in, right? So financially, we are illiterate. We are very much behind compared to those who created money. Our corruption is very obvious because we're stealing the money, the physical money. Their corruption cannot be detected because they know how to play around with the numbers, not the physical money. They play around with the numbers, the ones and zeros, to put themselves at a better position. So we'll never win. We're extremely behind. When we just think that we've caught up, the rules change. We catch up, the rules change, because they're literally the ones manipulating it. It's in their hands. We can never catch up with money. It's not our thing, right? So I'm saying, if we cannot go back to bartering, which is the most peaceful way of eliminating this search and hunt for money, we can then make our own money, right? Forget about the papers and ones and zeros. They're causing a lot of pollution. Trees, deforestation, because you need the trees to make the paper, right? They're causing a lot of problem. So if we can just create our own money, maybe something else, maybe hugs. I don't know, maybe like anything, you feel me? But that something that will not pollute the environment, one, and something that will not lead us as humanity to worship that thing, right? Because we're literally worshipping paper. Like, our livelihoods depend on paper. They literally depend on paper, which is something that shouldn't have been in the first place. Our lives will depend on three things: love, good health, and fuel. Only three things. What does this paper come in? How did it even come about? Why are we? But then I'm not there. I'm just saying, if we really need to exchange in some form of a material thing, then it shouldn't be paper. Maybe it should be hugs or something meaningful. I don't know, like anything. But then for me, I don't even want to go there. I still really am an advocate for bartering. But then, since It's already happened. You're already using the money, and it's highly possible that people will not want to devolve to bartering. Making our own form of exchange cannot take just 2 years or 10 years or 50 years or 100 years. It'll take like maybe 500 years or maybe 1,000 years. Who knows? So in the long run, if maybe we want to use our form of exchange method, which will take 1,000 years, in the long run, let's at least educate ourselves about this money, right? Have in schools, I'll make another video on how I think schools should be. Because when I say in schools, don't think about this formal thing that was brought here by colonization. I'm not talking about that kind of school. I will make a video on what I mean when I say in schools. In schools, if we want to take the new way of exchange currency, it should be implemented in schools. We should learn about things that serve us, not about things that root and promote slavery and colonialism, right? Just forget about that, remove everything, and just start afresh. But in the meantime, let's get ourselves financially literate, right? While we're in the process of making our own money or in the process of shifting back to bartering, let's try to be alive. Let's try to survive. And the only way to survive for now is through worshipping paper. Let's keep up. Let's keep up in this paper worship thing. In the meantime, while we're in the process of transiting to bartering or having our own form of exchange, right? Let's worship this paper. And the only way to worship it and keep up with them, the owners of this paper worship thing, then let's educate yourself. Read how to invest this thing, how to do this and this, how to just know how it works. At least maybe we will never manipulate the ones and zeros, because really we never will. It's not our thing. We never invented this thing, so we can never make the rules or alter them. So let's at least keep up, at least have the paper, right? Let's at least have the paper in the meantime while we're inventing our own thing. Okay, so get yourself educated. Read books if books are a thing. Watch videos. Interact, mingle with people who have actually acquired the skill of worshipping paper, right? So in the meantime, let's worship paper, and then as we transit to our own thing, those that have secured enough paper in their personal accounts, we can then convert this paper into the thing we shall be using then. So apparently these people will have a head start. It's not fair, but then what I've tried to analyze and sit and bisect and dissect, life can never be fair. But if this person, let's make an example, if Samgelo right now can worship paper better because he went through school, still it's colonization path. The only way to worship paper is to go through their roots of getting to worship paper. So there's a route to successfully unlock worshipping paper, which is going through school, going through training, and it's always should be formal. If you have a skill as a person, it's really hard to unlock the worshipping paper success, right? Because they will want qualifications, proof that you can worship paper. So they'll always want the proof that will you be able to worship paper? Where is the proof? Did you go through the path to be taken to worship paper? So in worshiping paper, God-given skills don't apply, right? So imagine Samgelo has successfully gone through the path and is successfully worshiping paper, meaning he's wealthy, right? So as we're transiting to our own way of surviving, of having these three crucial surviving points, because that's the aim, not worshipping money in order to survive. Just being happy, alive, to survive. That's the aim. So, Samgelo has unlocked the paper worship. So now he has a head start in this, let's call it the element way, right? So he'll have more power than that person who was maybe homeless during the paper worship era, right? So now, in this era, the homeless guy it was actually a farmer, but then he didn't have the paper. He didn't unlock paper worship. He didn't have money to actually farm. Now everybody is given land. Everybody is given resources. If you want to apply for resources, you are given the resources just to produce whatever you have to produce, as long as you will give back to society. It's okay. So imagine the farmer now has all these resources, has the water, has the land, has the seedlings and the seeds and whatever, and all that he needs. He has green thumbs, just that he didn't have money during the money worshipping era. So he will plant, have hectares and hectares of land, provide this to the society, and have water and a house and everything for free, right? So Samgelo, on the other hand, was just brainwashed that he should work and produce a certificate as proof that he has successfully accomplished worshipping paper. So now, on to find that Samgelo is also only just a farmer, right? His God-given skill is being a farmer. So it means that these people are now at the same level. So in short, I'm trying to say that it gives the least privileged individual a fighting chance to also at least have a comfortable life, right? Where in this case, we will all be on the same level, social level, as human beings. Even though we won't be at the exact same level, because some people would have a head start from the money worshipping era, but then nobody will actually suffer. Everybody will be important, right? Everybody will be playing a role in society. Everybody will, if you haven't met your goal, the society will starve. In short, everyone will be depending on everyone. It's just a system of codependency. You feel me? Everybody needs everybody, and nobody is looking down upon on anyone. Yes, there will be people who will have a bit of an elevated social status, but nobody will be dismally poor. You feel me? And that's what I'm trying to advocate for. See, so that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if that can happen, everybody can have a fighting chance. Right now, I'm trying my best to worship paper so that whatever money I get, I can support those the people who sleep without food. They sleep on an empty stomach. So that's what I'm trying to do. Right now, I'm trying to accumulate money. I'm trying to worship paper so that I can feed those people. At least they should have monthly rationings from me. At least I should just do something for them. Imagine those people are farmers. Those people are engineers. Those people are entertainers. Those people they're good at something. But then just because they didn't have the privilege to go through the money worshipping pathways, they're now good for nothing, poor souls. Which is not fair. What about their skills? So what if they can entertain us by swimming? What if they're good swimmers, but then just because they cannot be discovered, they're out there trying to have their next meal. They're scavenging. They just do not have time for anything. But then we're here worshipping paper when our fellow human brothers and sisters are scavenging. Babies dying of famine. There's this picture of somebody a South African photographer who went to some country and took a picture of some baby who was about to be eaten by scavengers because he was about to die of famine, starvation. And there are people out there who've actually unlocked worshipping paper enough, but they cannot help. They can die for this paper, a dead tree, but they cannot make it work for society. Give back to people. People are dying out there. People are hungry out there. People are cold out there. People don't have a shelter out there. When people are lacking these three crucial needs for survival. They have the love, but the fuel wise they're lacking. And without fuel, the other aspects are just null and void. We need all three aspects of survival. If one is not there, the others are just null and void. You may have strength, but without fuel and love, you feel lost. You may have good health, but without fuel and love, you're lost. You may have love, but without fuel and good health, you're lost. Right? If one falls, they all fall. So, bartering, I personally feel like bartering is the only way to end this thing. Yes, nothing is 100% flawless, but then it's 90% flawless. The 10% we can work through it. Just accept it and move on. Which is better, having something that is 10% good and 90% bad, or having something that is 90% good and 10% bad? Because truth be told, money, it's not that all holy and goody. We're basically worshipping a dead tree. We kill a tree in order to worship it, right? But then the owners, the people who actually invented this way of life, they're actually manipulating it for their own good, for it to work for them and make the consumer suffer. Because truth be told, we, the other people who did not create this form of exchange, are the consumers. They produce it. They are manipulating the ones and zeros for their own benefit. By the time it gets to us, we're just consuming it and making sure that it's working for them. It's not working for us. It's just slavery. It's a burden indeed. It's not working for us. Instead, we're constantly enslaving ourselves to earn it, sacrificing at least one of our three crucial needs to earn it. And once we get it, eventually, we never really get it. We just get to a stage whereby we're like, okay, I'm worshipping it. At least I'm worshipping it. We get to the stage. And once you get to the stage, you've already lost one of these three crucial things. Now you're trying to buy it back using that money you were hunting down in the first place, losing this thing. I don't know if I'm making sense, but then I'm just saying bartering is the only way out. If not bartering, then let's create our own thing that we can manipulate. Right? It should be not linked at all to this money. I don't know. Good day.